Welcome back, everybody, to Final Fantasy V. So we are still making our way through Exdeath's castle, but we are actually almost near the end of it. So thankfully, we don't have to go through this living demonic body thing anymore. Welcome to Final Fantasy Diablo Edition. It really is that simple. And we just barely took a chest, and now, looks like we have an owner. Gilgamesh! Looking for something? It's time. It's time for us to have that showdown with Gilgamesh. I will admit, I do like the boss theme music for Gilgamesh. This was definitely during Nobuo Uematsu's rocking phase, which later happened in Final Fantasy VII, so... And unfortunately, I'm still, so basically my cold became bronchitis, so if I'm coughing or whatever, I apologize. I'm almost over it. It's just taking a lot longer than I thought it would, but I still wanted to get out a video for you guys. In reality, I mean, my wife and basically everybody I talked to about this, so panelists and I talked to the Shadow Blazer, like, go get some rest, man. Go get some rest. And I'm just like, no! No, I really didn't do that. I for the sake of being able to stay consistent, I wanted to be able to do an episode for you guys. So, now I fight you for the 4th time. Yep, has it been 4 times? Yeah, it's been 4 times. So, while we were working our way through this, we do have a little bit of business to sweep under the rug. So people actually did bring this up with the podcast, and I did address it. It feels good. I did address it on the podcast last night, but I'm just going to address it again. So a lot of people noticed that one of my podcast videos ended up on another channel and wanted to know, okay, did you work out a deal or something like that, or is it pirated? It was pirated. It's been taken care of. It's not up anymore, so... once again, Drak 2326 is the only place where you can listen to geek news, reviews, and opinions. Which is actually kind of funny. Tell me, where's the old man now? Yeah, he's gonna talk in between. It was Exdeath. I see. I don't even remember the Gilgamesh voice, so sorry. So a lot of people actually brought that up, and we're concerned, but I'm very thankful that we were able to get it all resolved. I can't even remember where I was going with it, but oh well. What was even funnier is everything around it was like political news on the channel, so I'm like, I don't know why people would think that. I actually kind of giggled. I'm like, dude, man, you just lucked out, didn't you? You went out and got the Geek Podcast, and all of your stuff is political news. Yeah. That makes a whole lot of sense, don't it? So, we took care of that. The video's been taken down, and now we can move on to everyday operations, if there is such a thing. Enough play. Now we fight in earnest. Gilgamesh, morph! It's morphin' time! Oh my gosh, man. Dude, where have you been keeping those extra arms, dude? And the He-Man sword. Are you the guardian? Were you the guardian of Castle Grayskull before He-Man? I mean, seriously, you could technically be that. That's a lot of weapons. So another thing to kind of sweep under the rug. Oh, now we'll see how good Excalibur really is. Oh my gosh, he has Excalibur? Well, that wasn't very good, dude. Funny little story, he has Excalibur. He has an Excalibur of some kind. We'll get into that when we actually beat him. Guild toss, is that going to be enough? No. So yeah, I've been sick, but thankfully, I've been able to get videos up, so I was able to get the knack part up this week, and I was able to get last week's part of Final Fantasy V up, and now I'm working on this one. Because that's how things have gone. Aside from that, other business, so people have also been clarifying with me that it is this week that I'm going to be starting up live streaming again. Yes. It is tomorrow, in fact. I haven't put up the video yet for notification, but it is going to go up. This can't be! You know what? I'm not going to worry about it now. It's just Gilgamesh. But yes, I haven't put the video up. You guys will see that go up in a little bit, and it's going to be Drak Let's Play Live, Hearthstone, League of Explorers. So that's going to happen. An invincible sword! What, your sword? Yeah, I don't think invincible would necessarily cut it. Gilgamesh! You scum! To the end zone with you! No! Anything but that! They tickle me there! Silence! X zone. He said end zone, and it says X zone. Yeah! That's the sound of my head exploding. Technically, there are a couple of other zones in there in between the end zone and the X zone. I think I may have just found my episode title, Between the End Zone and the X Zone. And I know that one of the geeks out there is going to be like, yeah, that's a football reference. No, not really. But cool. Believe what you want to believe. So yes, it is going to be happening tomorrow. It is Hearthstone League of Explorers. We're going to go through the storyline of it and have some fun. So you guys can look forward to that. It's going to be 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. That's going to be the best time that works for me. And things are going to get, well, actually... Ooh, am I going to be able to make that work? You know what? I might actually have to scratch that. I think I've got something going on tomorrow. Crap. I will get back to doing this. If I have to do it just a tad bit later, I will let you guys know. But, yeah. It's going to happen. I'm going to bring the live streaming back. And right now we are getting ready for X-Death because Gilgamesh was basically the boss before. So now we get to finally have our showdown with the man who killed Galeth. The man who keeps on throwing chaos into the mix. X-Death. Thankfully, there's not too much here. We just walk up and, oh look, there is X-Death. Do not interfere. X-Death, you'll never get away with this. I already have. Have you any idea of just what it is I'm planning on getting away with? No? What? I'm trying to return the world to its original state. A world of evil, you mean? No, I could see you wouldn't understand even if I explained. But you will not delay me any further. And now, it's boss time, boys and girls. It is against X-Death. You'll die in 30 seconds. That's alright. We'll make it work. So, while we are making our way through this X-Death boss fight, there are a couple of updates that I do need to give as far as games and whatnot. Unfortunately, I'm going to start here because being that I've been sick, I haven't been able to get much done. And frankly, when I get sick, I usually get the orders of you need to go rest and relax, you need to go do something that you wouldn't necessarily do in your work time, you do in your spare time. So I basically went down to the couch and I watched a bunch of TV. Because that's what I do when I get sick. I just don't want to play games. I want to sit back and relax. And so what I did was, and I say watching TV, not really. I went to my backlog of Netflix. And people are actually gonna be like, I thought you review games. You review TV too? When I actually get around to it, yeah. The only thing you might not see is like anime, because I reserve that for Drak and Shadow. But this is to show you how sick I've been and how much I've not wanted to do anything. So I went through Daredevil Season 1, the Netflix Daredevil series. Season 2 of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. And Season 1 of The Flash. The CW Flash. Yeah. We're talking 20 plus episodes in most of these. Yeah. That's what happens. That's what happens, people. I already gave a little bit of an update last week on Daredevil and the fact that I love the series. I love what they're trying to do with it. And and a lot of people have made the complaint to me that, no, you should hate it because it's so dark. No. Daredevil is one of those properties where going dark actually kind of helps it. So, that's the one thing I don't have a problem with in this series, is that it had to be a little dark. Well, more than a little. It had to be dark. I especially like the castings, because they help with the gravity of a lot of the situations that are faced. In fact, one of my favorite episodes is, do I dare spoil, because it's been out for only a year? I'm actually not going to spoil, but you guys really should look into the Netflix series of Daredevil if you haven't already. I also do like Vincent D'Onofrio as Kingpin. A lot of people got mad at me because I compared him last week, I think, to the Michael Clark Duncan Kingpin from the Ben Affleck Daredevil movie. And yes, I did, because at that point there was no comparison to the Kingpin in the Marvel cinematic universe to some extent. And I love what Vincent did. And for those who don't know Vincent D'Onofrio, he is from Law & Order Criminal Intent. He also, if you've seen the first Men in Black movie, he is Edgar. And I think did really, really good there. But yeah, I recommend Daredevil wholeheartedly. Go and see it if you haven't already. If you're a fan of the Ben Affleck movie, you're going to love this just as much. Oh, and what's happening here? We beat X-Death! Look, the crystals! They're beginning to break up! We're too late. Smack! 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 I'm sorry, smash, smash, smash. Because it's time for us to mother effing smash! Well, that's not good. What did we do wrong, and do we need to go fix it? No, believe it or not, this actually needs to happen. Oh, that music's familiar. What does this mean? We got thrown back to our world? Alright, well, get everybody up. I just barely noticed Bart's is kind of overwhelmed now. Look over there! Tycoon Castle? Have you returned? I guess so. So yeah, I just barely noticed this. Bart's is a little outnumbered at this point. He's got 3 other female party members. Thank heavens you're safe. How on earth does he make up for it? The Chancellor is waiting. Poor guy. He's just outnumbered. Every guy decision he ever makes is just overthrown. Princess Reina, Princess Salza, welcome home. Where's father? The king's passing was a great loss, but we must continue on. Besides, Salza has returned now. Salza? Do you mean me? That is correct. Salza. Okay, to the people who are going to be making the joke, yes, you can call her Princess Salsa. I can't stop you from doing that. Back, you dogs! Preparations for the banquet are ready. Your acquaintances are welcome to join. Okay. Not sure what's happening here. Well, Reina takes the throne. Dressed like this? Be you mad? Oh, come now, princess. Char! Oh my gosh! She looks girly! Good lord! She's gorgeous! Oh my gosh. Seriously, Bart's. I'll say! Oh no, Bart's is in love. Bart's, you're blushing. I am not! Yeah, you kind of are, dude. And this is the Squaresoft at that point, equivalent of a dance. There's only so much you can do with the sprites, people. They didn't start pushing the envelope until the next game. I love it. Kryl and Bartz are just hugging the punch bowl. It's like, nah, I don't wanna. So technically, you can try and make your way to Reyna and Salza, or Faris, but it's not gonna work. Because you will get hit by the dancers all the time. Oops, pardon. Oops, pardon. So let's go see what Kryl's doing. Grandpa. Kryl, everything okay? You're still thinking about Galuf? Yeah, baby. I'm coming back from beyond the grave. Yes, but I'm not sad. I'm anxious. It's as if something somewhere inside me is telling us to hurry. I think I understand. Let's check it out. What? I didn't say anything about that. The reason why we warped to our world. Oh, yes, right. Yeah, let's check that out. Now, to the people who are actually, like, entertaining the idea that I just entertained, no! Kryl is way younger! What about them? Guess we have no choice. Yeah, we can't get to them. The dancers won't let us near them. Alright, so I guess we're going to go investigate why we are back in the first world, in Bartz's world. So, we're not sure why, but I guess we'll find out. Oh, jeez. My apologies, I'm hurrying to tell everyone the bridge over West River is repaired. Oh, finished. Sorry. I had a 1 in 4 shot. Boko might still be in that cave to the west. What's a Boko? My prized chocobo, of course. Oh. What, you don't believe me? But you can't even ride a dragon, much less... Why, you little... Smack. Hee, gotcha. Kids. Who needs them? Alright, so now we have free access to be able to walk around the original world. And we also have an objective. So now we have the bridge repaired, so now we can go check the pirate's lair to see if Boko is okay. It took this long in the game. It took 24 parts for Bartz to give a crap about Boko. Poor Bartz. Poor Boko. You know, what was Boko doing in this time? Did he starve to death? Boko! Work! How do you do? I'm Kryl. You could talk to chocobos too? Yes, it's a plot convenience thing. Only a little. I think he wants to introduce us to someone. Oh, this is his wife, Coco. Boko, you old snake! Well, something like that. How can you tell who's who? Listen, Boko, I've got a favor to ask of you. What? He already says he knows. What? You're leaving on another journey, right? Are you okay with that? What's he saying? That he loves her. Whew, boy. And for her to look after their child while he's gone. Child?! This is a little overreacting. Coco has a child on the way. She says she'll be waiting here for him. Thanks, Coco. What? Get it? Boko and Coco? Alright, now we have at least some kind of faster transportation. Aww. Bye, Coco. And now we have Boko, so now we can walk around the land a little bit quicker, and we don't have to worry about random encounters, so that'll be even more helpful. But there isn't really a whole lot of places we can walk to, so let's just check things out. And while we're doing that, so let me go ahead and get into another TV update. So, I have also watched Season 2 of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., and if people... I think I've actually talked about it once. I love the first season and everything they tried to do with it. And the same thing can be said of Season 2 of S.H.I.E.L.D. I especially love that we now can finally get past that little roadblock of mutants, because mutants are such a big part of the Marvel Universe, that they found another way to do it, and it's actually through Marvel Universe means to introduce the Inhumans. And the Inhumans are actually going to get a movie later on in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, but I am so happy that we were able to get this done, especially with the fact that the Inhumans are legit canon. They are there in Marvel canon. In fact, I think a lot of mutants, since the introduction of the Inhumans, have been rewritten as Inhumans. And a lot of people might be a little confused, like, what's the distinction between an Inhuman and a mutant? Mutant, it's all genes. With the Inhumans, they're... Oh, sorry. Ow! You were riding too fast! Oh, I'm sorry. I miss Boko. Boko, this is all your fault! Work! Don't take it out on him. I'm sorry. Oh. Bart, what's that? Uh-oh. Boss fight! And it's a very familiar boss fight if you remember from Final Fantasy IV. It's the Antlion! So back into the explanation. So with mutants, it's genes. With Inhumans, it's a longer story. Roughly, way back in time, the spacefaring race, the Kree, was experimenting with human genes to try and create the ultimate soldiers. And at that point, there are many, many within the genome that can become Inhumans. They have the genes to be able to do it, but they need one catalyst, per se, to trigger those powers. And that catalyst is a red mist called I think it's Terrigen Mist. It's from a crystal that is of Kree, it's Kree technology. Oh, look, he escaped. Yay! So that's the difference. Is as soon as they get access to the mist that the Terrigen crystals give them access to, then their powers become active. Monster's Nest. Great. That's just what we needed. Oh, no. Wark! Okay. Wark! So that's the main difference. But it's mutants with mutant powers, except in some cases the Inhumans are way more powerful. So I do like that little intro for them, especially since S.H.I.E.L.D. can't do mutants, since Fox owns the mutant or the X-Men property as far as movies are concerned. So that's disappointing. You'll never see Wolverine in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, but we'll have other characters to look into that are just as cool. And there's a rope that somebody's messing around with us on. Oh, no! Dang it! Stop trolling us! Haven't you ever wanted to do this? Admit it. Hurry and climb up. Alright, well, get Boko up first. He's livestock. Oh, he's a friend. Forrest! Yes, this is who had the rope. Which one of you decided to maroon me back there? Her. Him. No, not me, not me. It was you. No, it was you. Try it again, and you'll swing from a yardarm. Okay. Wow, Forest got dark there for a second. But why did you leave? Being a princess just don't suit me, I'm afeared. Oh, poor Bartz. He gained a crush on her. Oh, and they're laughing at it. And they hurt her feelings. That's so mean of them. Ha ha ha. Forest gets them back. So, bottom line is, we have Forest back in the party. Ow! Oh, what was that? What is it, Kryle? Nothing, I just got pricked by a thorn, that's all. Yeah, that's all, huh? Okay. Forest joined! And I actually think we're coming up on the 25-minute mark, so we will have to go ahead and call it for this week. So when we get back next week, we will continue on exploring why we're back in Bartz's world.